It is advisable to have melting and measuring area separate from the pouring area. Measure the quantity of wax as per the size of your container. If you are making candles in a large batch, then it's essential to calculate the amount of wax and fragrance oil required. To do so, you need to know how much wax one container can hold. Here's how to find it out. Remember, we'll calculate everything in grams, not ml. Weigh the empty container. So the weight of empty container is 93 grams. Now fill the container with water, leaving ½ inch from the top. Now measure it again, 196. So the weight of empty container is 93 grams and the weight of container after filling water is 196 grams. To find out the weight of water, we subtracted both the quantities, so it's 103 grams. So this container can hold 103 grams of water, but the weight of water and wax is different because of the density of the wax. So to find out the amount of wax that this container can hold, all we have to do is we have to multiply 0.86, which is the density of wax, by the weight of water. So we'll get 88.5, which is the weight of wax this container can hold. Now if you're making unscented candles, then all you have to do is just measure the amount of wax, which is 88.5, melt it and just prepare the pot and pour it in the container. But if you're planning to make aroma candles or scented candles, then you have to measure the quantity of wax plus fragrance oil or essential oil. To do that, here is the formula. This will make your life easier. Now I'll measure the amount of wax and fragrance oil needed to fill this container and then we'll pour. So after putting all the values in the formula, I found out that 80.5 gram of wax is needed and 8.5 gram of fragrance oil is needed. So which is 89 grams in total and quite close to 88.5 gram, which we calculated earlier. Prepare the container. Clean your chosen container to remove any dust or debris. If you are reusing containers, make sure that they are thoroughly cleaned and dry. It's better to warm your glass container to 50 to 60 degrees centigrade, either in an oven or you can use a blower, hair dryer or heat gun. This will help in better adhesion of the wax to the wall of the container. This step is completely optional. The second step is to attach the wick. If you don't have stickers, you can use hot glue. Now press the metal end of the wick into the adhesive, making sure it sticks firmly. If you are using a large container or a jar with a wide mouth, you may need to use a wick holder or pencil to keep the wick centered and straight. The container is now ready. The third step is to melt the wax. Measure the quantity of wax as per the size of your container. Place the measured wax in the double boiler or heat resistant container and heat it over medium-low heat until it melts completely. Stir occasionally to ensure even melting. Don't overheat. If you are making scented candles, add your chosen fragrance oil to the melted wax. The temperature of adding fragrance oil and dye should be 85 degrees centigrade. So the current temperature of the wax is 85. Now we can add fragrance oil. Now let's measure fragrance oil, and I'm using two different oils and I'll mix them and create a blend. So I'm using lemongrass and mandarin. Let's measure. Here I have this cup and I'll set it to 0. Now after adding fragrance oil, we need to stir it for about 1 minute. Stir gently so that there are no bubbles in the wax. Check the temperature of the melted wax. Different types of wax have specific pouring temperatures, so follow the instructions of your chosen wax. After mixing the fragrance oil, we need to wait until the temperature comes down to about 60 degrees and then the wax is ready to be poured. Alright, The wax has cooled down and the temperature is 60 degrees. Now we can pour it. Let's do it. Pour the melted wax into the prepared container, ensuring that the wick remains centered. Pour slowly and gently without stopping and leave 1 to 1.5 inches from the rim to prevent overflow when the candle burns. Wax shrinks when it solidifies and expands when it melts. Allow the candle to cool and solidify completely at room temperature. There shouldn't be sudden temperature variations. Space out the jars, containers while cooling them. Curing process can take several hours depending on the size of the container and the type of wax used. Usually all types of waxes cure in 5 to 6 hours. However, for the best performance, it's often recommended to let the candle cure for an additional 24 to 48 hours before burning it for the first time, especially for soy wax candles, as this can help improve the scent throw and overall burn quality. Once the candle has completely cooled and set, trim the wick to about 1/4 inch, which is about 6 mm above the wax surface. This helps to prevent excessive smoking and ensures a clean and even burn. If you are selling your candles, you can label them with a custom label or add decorative elements to the container to enhance its appearance. Your container candle is ready to be enjoyed or gifted. Alright, now let's make trendy bubble candles. Come on.